Reviewing the stores here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, I definitely saw a difference between last week and this week. There's a lot of changes there. Eggs are going through the roof price-wise. Also, the supply of eggs has dropped dramatically. The supply on a lot of other things have dropped as well. We need to be looking closely at what's going on with the store shelves. There's a lot of flux happening out there. Now, we are on the border of what we were seeing issues with this week from a lot of your reports from the Virginia area. And this does seem to be spreading somewhat. Not sure exactly what's going on, but I'm going to show you the pictures and show you what's going on here. You guys, please chime in. Let me know if you're seeing the same things where you are. Please do keep your updates coming. Make sure you give us a geographical location and use the word update in your comment. Thanks so much. Let's jump into the pictures. As we jump into the pictures here at Aldi, you're going to see what I'm talking about here. Eggs $2.67. Just last week, they were down in the low $2 and jumping up in price pretty significantly. Now, we said that that Aldi's was going to match what Walmart was doing. We saw Walmart jump up in price dramatically, and I said, like I said, that Aldi was going to follow shortly thereafter, and they did. We also have some other products kind of noticeably absent over at Aldi. There's the cottage cheese and the low-fat cottage cheese. When we start seeing products of multiple varieties of the same product disappearing at the same time, that is definitely a warning sign. Sour cream and the light sour cream disappearing simultaneously as well. Now we're going to see what that looks like over at Walmart. It's not quite as extreme as over here at Aldi, but noticing same kind of things over there too. Hot dogs, a variety of hot dogs missing. And then we just saw some little outages here and there. Packets of tuna. Some of the green beans weren't as well stocked as they should be. Chicken noodle soup, Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Noticing in here certain varieties of the olive oil missing. And just a couple bottles of other kinds, right? Definitely some issues there. Tomatoes. Where'd all the tomatoes go? And it's not just tomatoes either. There's all the sweet potatoes. And the sweet potatoes were taking up the space of the celery. So there's no celery or sweet potatoes now. What's going on with that? Some of the lunch meat was a little understocked. Some of the ground beef and, you know, with the hot dogs and the ground beef, I can kind of see that it's grilling season. Maybe they're just falling behind on that. Some things like pizza pockets there. Before we jump over to Walmart, let's first have a word from our sponsor here. Genesis Gold Group, they help people with retirement accounts get over into gold, silver, or platinum. You can get those physical metals. If you want to give them a call, there's no obligation whatsoever. If you give them a call, they will answer your questions and see if it's a right fit for you before you move forward. If you do give them a call directly, make sure you do mention this channel because they do waive the setup fee, which is several $100s. So that does save you quite a bit over there. But there'll also be a link at the end of the video if you want to find out more. So over at Walmart, I did want to take a quick peek at the animal food, and the animal food looked pretty well stocked. Cat food looking pretty good, canned, dry. Dog food looking good. Bleach. We had that major bleach hack last year, and ever since then, we've never quite got the Clorox back up to speed, you know, and the just bleach has been kind of understocked for a long time. And you can kind of still see that, but it's not nearly as bad as it was like months ago, and definitely not as bad as last year, right? But something that really just jumped out at me was toilet paper. Suddenly, boom, whoa, there's empty racks of toilet paper. And then just looking down the toilet paper aisle, it's just like, where'd all the toilet paper go? I haven't heard any of you guys complaining about toilet paper issues out there yet, so let me know if you're seeing any issues with toilet paper out there. We also have the creamer. Looked worse than what we've seen for a very long time. So definitely some issues here. Now, when we looked over at the fresh stuff actually seemed pretty, you know, the half and half, the whipping cream, the heavy cream, that looks pretty good. But not the the fake creamer, the flavored creamer, whatever you want to call it. And some of the sugary drinks and stuff like that not fully stocked, but most other things fairly well stocked, except for when we see the fake butter. The fake butter is down. Like, that's a lot less than what they're usually showing, right? Now, this wasn't some weird time of the day either. This was like 4 o'clock on a Saturday. Actually, it was more like 3:30. So it was like middle Saturday. And that's not all, like, what we're seeing here is not like just all the stuff at the front got picked and we have the back rows, and they just need to restock it. Seeing a lot of stuff here that's just wasn't restocked. I mean, that's not how the egg aisle is supposed to look. Like, all of the dozen eggs. Like, if people were really coming by here, like, are people that attached to getting the 12 eggs as opposed to the 18 eggs? I don't think so. People would naturally grab the 12 eggs, the 18 eggs. But the thing is, like, we're seeing that they didn't restock the dozen eggs. Why didn't they restock the dozen eggs? I mean, we didn't even see, like, some of the crates there of cracked eggs. Like, they always have, like, some that have some cracked eggs, but not seeing that at all. Some of the sour creams, some of the cottage cheeses also showing issues. Not as bad as over at Aldi, but pancake stuff. Again, some of that stuff's fronted, but it just looks like it just wasn't restocked. Ramen noodles, not too bad. Pasta, not the worst we've seen it, for sure, but definitely low. Spaghetti sauces. This is kind of our test for tomatoes, really, because it's like the most, it's the highest turnover rate tomato products out there. It's spaghetti sauce. And see, some of that stuff is fronted without stuff behind it. It was just pulled forward instead of restock. It makes you almost wonder if this store missed a truck or something. Chicken broth, but where's the beef broth? No beef broth out there. Why is that? I mean, people are like, no, there's no real beef issues. Well, then where's all the beef broth? Where did it all go? It all just disappeared, huh? Green beans. That's not how that section usually looks either. That usually is stacked quite high, and people don't buy that many green beans every day. That just, once again, shows that just hasn't been restocked recently. Some of the canned vegetables, like cream-style corn. Some of the mashed potatoes, just empty. And this looked bad last week. Bush's best baked beans, canned beans, that looked bad last week. It looks like it hasn't been restocked since then. The only can there is that dented one. Now, if you want to get some vegetarian ones, there's some of that down at the bottom. A couple, like there's the hot ones and that kind of stuff. Okay. But the regular canned Bush's beans are just not there. Not restocked. Why is that? And we're not talking like they got missed for a couple days. Like, that's 5 or 6 days kind of. That's how long it takes for them to empty out that much of that section. Canned meats. The canned chicken, the multi-packs, that looks a lot lower than what it has. Keystone is still there. Prices are still holding steady on that, at least here in Pittsburgh. A bunch of the Vienna sausages have their 4th of July clothes on, but there's a lot less Vienna sausages than what we normally see there too. That's coming from mechanical processed chicken, right? That's where they scrape all the excess chicken off the carcasses before they get rid of them. They just kind of boil it off. So here's the tuna. If you're looking at the generic bottom shelf there, that's not looking too good. Now, there is stuff in the back. So it does look like it's been restocked, and it's not just fronted, but definitely very low stock. Some of the olive oils are looking a little thin. Some of the main ones, not much behind there. And then the regular oils, vegetable oils, canola oil, gone. That's not how this is supposed to look. That's what it looked like back during the cough, during the pandemic. Some of the sugar, clearly not restocked. I'm gonna have to take a trip there midweek to see if this gets sorted out. So maybe Wednesday, Thursday next week, I'm gonna give it a look at just to see if these things are bad. Let me know what you guys are seeing out there. I mean, I know it's a holiday week, but like people don't buy that much more food just for a holiday, right? I mean, if they're buying food for people coming over, that's fine. But the thing is, people, I mean, we're not seeing those we're not seeing ground beef, and we're seeing a little bit of issues with the hot dogs there. But I mean, canned baked beans, I mean, what's going on with all that? Some of the salad dressings, particularly hard hit. Salsas, some more tomato stuff. Vinegar, low. We've been seeing some borderline issues with that. Rice and beans, because you know that's what everybody serves at their cookouts, right? No. Chocolate syrup, of course, we know about the cocoa shortages out there, so we kind of know where that's coming from. Continuing to see issues with the canned fruit and the apple sauces. We've had some bad apple harvests, and we've been seeing low levels of applesauce for a while now. And sometimes it's just more evident than others. Coffee. And indeed, those coffee containers are smaller per ounce than what they have been in the past. And there's a lot less of them, too. Jams and jellies, low. So as you can see, just we're talking about across the board, lots and lots of issues. And even in the frozen food section, TV dinners, that's not stuff you entertain people with. Potatoes didn't look too bad. Frozen potatoes looked okay. They're a little low, but given what the rest of the store looks like, I'd say that this is pretty good. And then once again with the Cool Whip, the frozen whip topping, or the whip topping, we've been seeing issues with that as well. So we've been seeing it in the creamers, we've been seeing it in the chocolate milks, we've been seeing it in the Cool Whips, that type of thing, right? So let me know what you guys are seeing where you are. Are you seeing the same things? Are you seeing it worse? Does it look a lot better where you are? Chime in the comments. Make sure you use the word update and also give us some sort of geographical location on where you are. Thanks so much for watching. Steve Poplar from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'll see you guys later.